What's up, chatters? You know what I'm learning, chatters, throughout this whole situation and this whole saga is that people are simply going to believe what they want to believe. Even when someone is held in contempt, they are going to see what they want to see. They're going to believe what they want to believe. Something can be staring you in black and white, and they're going to turn a blind eye to it simply because they choose to not believe it. And that's what we've seen time and time again when it comes to this situation in this story. People are choosing what they choose and what they want to believe. And no side is going to be swayed at this point. But it comes to a point when someone makes a statement that they are going to pursue in defamation cases, there are a few parties who actually should be concerned for that, because there's nothing funny about that and it's not a joke. And people have been sued and had to pay hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars for defamation cases before, especially if it can be proven that injury was resulted in the slander or the defamation. Now, we've all seen a video and multiple interviews in which the soon-to-be ex-wife has made statements of abuse. And there's also a video of the wife in front of the camera, her face visible, in which she states that the abuse never happened. That right there, that is two publications that aid in a defamation case. Now, let's just say if prior to that, Robert Hampton had some sort of deal and they emailed or sent him a message on Messenger and said something like, hey, due to what's going on with you and your divorce, we think maybe we shouldn't. That right there, he can prove his injury. Or you can go to any of his social media handles and you can look at his statements and comments before the accusation of abuse came out, and then look at his statements and his comments current day, because that's how they will prove that. And it's very simple, and people continuously help him on a daily basis in this case if they choose to pursue it, because guess what, all roads ultimately lead back to the party that made the statement. So again, it works in his favor, not hers, these comments, these pages. And that's what's going to happen when an attorney pursues that. They're going to use the video in which the wife urged her followers to follow certain pages. They're then going to look at those pages, and they're then going to see that those pages paint the husband in a negative light. They're going to see a horrible statement in which, this was quite some time ago, in which they alluded to something inappropriate happened between brothers and sisters at a minor age. That's defamation right there. But then guess what? It points back to, all roads lead back to the person that originally made the statement. And a lot of money can have to be paid out for that. Even with something that people are laughing at with the shrimp. Do you know in the Michael Jackson case, there were accusations of his genitalia alluding to the abuse and the shading of it? Michael then in return had to show a photo of said genitalia, and don't you know that was the turning moment of the case, because the genitalia didn't match the description of the party that said that they witnessed the genitalia. And that could easily be proven in a shrimp if you really want to get technical, but you know, what do I know? I'm asleep half the time. We laugh at certain things instead of promoting certain things. We laugh at Latruth, and people are laughing at him being not signed to an artist. Honey, let me explain something to you. If you do want to get in the music industry, like when Chance the Rapper came out in 2016 and had label artists pissed off because this man went to win a Grammy off of his self-produced mixtape signed to no label, and all of that money went to him. The label wants your money. They want you to make $20,000 while they make $200,000. They want you to make $200,000 while they make $200 million off of you. Tupac Shakur's family doesn't even have his money in their own family. Why? Because record labels are cruel. So instead of laughing at that, you want to be independent, because you keep 100% of your profits and you don't let them take from your work. And your demise, your money will go to your family, and a record label won't be able to hold rights to what you worked hard for, your lyrics, your words. We don't laugh at that. We need to applaud that and really start to take these cases seriously and understand again that people are going to jail and paying hefty fines for defamation. Now, if you have a very blunt opinion over something, okay, that's good. But when you go on a platform and you publish a statement as true, You now have to be able to substantiate that claim. There's certain things that I simply cannot say because it is not a fact. I can say it is my opinion, but I cannot present it as a fact. And we've seen a lot of facts being presented and emotion in this case. And if someone really tries to pursue it, someone is getting in trouble. We've already seen parties actually be charged and be involved in trials and cases. I don't know about y'all or what you're into, and no shade but shade, but at a certain age, the only thing I want to be doing is somewhere exclusive on a balcony, doing something explicit on a vacation, watching the sunset while we have our champagne and lobster. And then go to sleep and wake up and do it all over again. Because you shouldn't have time for stress. You shouldn't want the drama. You shouldn't want the conflict. And you damn sure shouldn't want to be in anybody's courtroom. Because let's face it, it's not fun at the end of the day. It's cutesy pootsy to make your content and attack, verbally, insult, ugly, big face, ooh, you stink, okay, whoop-de-woo, cutesy pootsy. But when it gets to that other stuff, I don't know. It seems like parties have been playing chess and other people are assuming that it's checkers. But we're finding that charges have been pressed on certain parties, cases are ongoing, and at this rate, they're going to continue. I don't know. Just doesn't seem fun to me and like something that I would want to engage in. And I wouldn't be so gung-ho to prove a point and risk my livelihood to go to court over an internet story. Defamation is very, very serious. And I think people need to treat it as such. I don't know. As always, draw your own conclusions. Stay chatting.